What is up, guys? Today we're getting into something that a lot of course creators have been asking about, and honestly, the setup is simpler than you'd expect. If you're running an online community or a course, you've probably thought about how to recognize your learners. Someone finishes a lesson, someone passes a quiz, or someone completes your entire course. Right now, that recognition probably involves you manually sending an email, maybe a PDF, maybe nothing at all. That's what we're fixing today. Let's get into it. There are multiple ways to connect Circle and Wauld. You can do so via Zapier, via webhooks, or via an API connection. In this video, we will demonstrate how to integrate Circle with Wauld using Zapier to automatically issue digital certificates and badges based on learner activity. You will need the professional plan on Circle to build this integration. On Wauld, you can do this on the free plan itself. Here is the setup. We have a community called Center for Excellence on Credentialing. Inside it, there is a course, Credentialing 101, 5 sections, 30 lessons, 5 quizzes. The goal, every time a learner hits some milestone, like they join the community, or when they complete a lesson, a section, a quiz, or the entire course, they automatically receive a digital badge or certificate. No manual work, no delay. 3 tools. Circle handles the community and the course. Wauld handles the credentials. Zapier sits in the middle and connects them. Set it up once, it runs forever. Now let's take a look at what we have built inside Wauld. We have a course here that says Credentialing 101. We have multiple certificates and badges that we have created within this course. We have credentials mapped to every meaningful milestone in the course, like when someone joins the community, completes a lesson, finishes a quiz, completes a section, and so on and so forth. The big one here is the certificate of completion, when someone finishes the entire course. Each credential, once issued, lives in the learner's digital wallet. Now let's wire everything together in Zapier. I'll click on the Create button, create a new Zap. I'll select the trigger app as Circle. I will sign in here. It will ask me for an API token, for which I have to go in the Circle app. I will go to the developer section here, and then there's this token that I have created. I'll copy this, paste here, click on Connect, and come back here. It's connected now. Let's take a look at all the trigger options. It offers a variety of trigger options. Member completes a course, member completes a lesson, member completes a core section, new member added, new member active subscription, or quiz passed. There are a number of different triggers that you can choose as triggers to issue badges or certificates. Now, the Action app will select Wauld here. Again, we will click on the Sign In button. It will ask for a Zapier token. I will go in here within Wauld. I'll go to the integration sections. Click on Zapier. Click on the Generate Token button. This will generate a new token, which I can copy right here. Come back to Zapier. Enter the token here, click on Connect, and this will authenticate my Wauld account. You can see my account is now authenticated. I will select this Issue Credential action, which would mean that anytime a new member is added to the community, a credential will be issued. Now, let's map the fields. I am selecting the document that should be issued when someone joins. We saw this earlier. There was a member badge. The recipient name needs to come from Circle. We'll just pull everything in now, so let's select this. I will select name, space, last name here. Recipient email, again, use the email field from Circle. So we are dynamically filling up the name, recipient, and other fields in the certificate that will be shown to all, and I click on Continue. I'll skip test for now. I hit publish. Every learner from this point on would be handled automatically whenever they join the community. I can see my Zap here. What I've also done here is set up some more triggers for things that a learner will do as a part of their course completion journey, like completion of a lesson, completion of a section, completion of a quiz, and ultimately completion of the entire course. Now that we have set this up, let's see it work. Our learner today is David Kelly. David has received an invite from the Center for Excellence on Credentialing, the Circle community. I will click on this Accept button to accept the invitation. This will prompt David to log in. I will click on Continue with Google. Now click on David Kelly to authorize the account. Click on Continue. This would have triggered an issuance of the member badge, which a learner gets when they join the Circle community. If I check the inbox, the learner has received a new badge from the Circle community. I can click on this View Badge button, and it will open up the badge for me. Now let's move ahead in the process. Let's click on the Start button. This will start the course. Let's say I mark this lesson as complete. What this would do is it will trigger the Zap we created for the lesson completed event. Wauld will issue the Lesson 1 completion badge. Let's check this in the email. I will click on the View Badge button. This is a new badge for completing Lesson 1. Let's go back to Circle to see the next case. Let's go ahead and complete a few lessons here and reach Quiz 1. Let's try and see if I can get all of these right. Okay, just a few more. All right, let's click on Submit. When I submit this, it shows me, oh, perfect. I got a full score. When I do this, I have submitted the quiz, which should get me a credential. Let's go and take a look at that. If I click on this View Badge button, it opens up a new credential that says Quiz Completed and shows the learner as David Kelly. Let's go back to Circle now. Now that David has completed everything in Section 1, all lessons, and the quiz, let's mark this as complete. This will mark the completion of this section, and we'll take David to Section 2. Now, in completion of the section, we had configured issuance of another credential, so let's take a look at that. If we look at the inbox, we see that a new email has come in. This is the latest one. If I click on the View Badge button here, it takes me to the credential that has been issued, and this says Section 1, Introduction Certified. Now, when David finishes all the different lessons and sections and reaches the end of the course, there's this last quiz which I have answered questions to. I will click on Submit. Once I do this, I can mark this lesson as complete, which is also going to mark the entire course as complete. Congratulations, you've completed Credentialing 101. This should now issue a certificate of completion, like we had configured earlier. Let's take a look at that. New certificate from Center for Excellence on Credentialing. I click on this, and this is the certificate of course completion issued to David Kelly. You can verify this. Download and print options are also available. David can also choose to share this certificate with somebody using this link. David can choose to send it as an email or on these platforms that are displayed here, including LinkedIn. There's also a one-click add to LinkedIn profile button. As soon as a learner will click this, this will get added to their LinkedIn profile as a credential. Now finally, if I click on the back button here, this shows David's Wauld account, showing all the credentials that David has received from Circle or otherwise. We saw with Circle, Zapier, and Wauld how you can automatically recognize every learner milestone, from joining a community to completing an entire learning journey through digital badges and certificates. That's going to do it for this one. Link to get started is in the description. I'll catch you in the next one.